Hello Aries, this is Nick here with the Tipsy Tarot. Today we are going to be doing your full moon reading in the month of July to August. This may resonate with you, this may not. If it does resonate with you, feel free to look at the description box below where I have all of my other socials where I do weekly Zodiac readings. If you are a tarot reader or interested in tarot, I'm going to also put in the description box all of the links where you can get all of these tarot and or oracle decks. Today, Aries, we are going to be looking at your challenge. We're going to look at what you don't see coming, your present moment and or near future, and your distant future to come. After those are pulled and talked about, we're going to clarify all four of those topics for you to get better insight. Let's focus on Aries. Let's focus on Aries from the full moon in July. Let's focus on Aries. Let's focus on Aries. Full moon in July. Give me insight on what needs to be seen. Give me insight on what needs to be heard. Give me insight on what needs to be shown. Give me insight on what needs to be known. We're going to focus Aries. What does Aries need to know? All right, Aries, the bottom of the deck is going to be your challenge. We're also going to be looking at what you don't see coming, your present moment and or near future, and your distant future to come. When it comes to your challenge, you have the Nine of Swords. There's a lot of anxiety that's going on, Aries. I don't know if there is something that has changed in your life recently. I don't know if there is just a lot of things going on that have changed for you lately, but there's a lot of anxiety that's coming in, okay? There's a lot of anxiety. There's a lot of thoughts that are going on. You probably can't sleep well. You're up all night. You're not in a good mindset currently. We'll clarify that in a moment. When it comes to what you don't see coming, you are finally going to be able to find some good balance into your life. You're going to know exactly who deserves your time and who does not deserve your time. You need to make sure that you don't do everything that people ask you to do, okay? You have a choice, Aries, and you are going to find that choice when it comes to, okay, I have a friend that wants to hang out this day, and then I have a friend that wants to hang out that day too, so I'm going to try and squeeze both those friends in. No, choose one or the other. Start trying to find balance in your life. Start brewing your life into being better balanced, okay? And you don't need to give everyone your all the time, okay? This is kind of showing me that with the justice, there needs to be some kind of give and take here, okay? So there are times where you are wanting to do it all and you won't be able to. So this is telling me that what you don't see coming is you're finally going to find and have better balance because you're starting to know who deserves your time this day and who doesn't deserve your time and vice versa. There needs to be a good give and take. When it comes to your present moment, you have the Empress, the Ten of Cups, and the Four of Cups. So there is definitely the sense of a nurturing relationship, friendship, family. Take it as it resonates. But there is a good nurturing bond between you and either a family or a relationship. I do want to let you know that there's a lot of care when it comes to you and someone else. There's a lot of love. There's a lot of care. There's a lot of contentment, and it's because both of you are really nurturing the relationship for a better route. But I do want to let you know, Aries, that there are some things that are ignored, and this is telling me that you need to make sure that something comes to light here, but we'll clarify that in a moment, because I do want to let you know that even though this relationship, this partnership, this friendship, whatever it may be, it's a really great one. It's a great relationship. It's very nurturing. It's very positive, but there's something that's being ignored that needs to come forth. When it comes to your distant future, you have the 10 of Swords, the 6 of Swords, and the 8 of Cups. Now, this is very interesting to me. Or, I'm sorry, the Knight of Cups. This is what's very interesting to me, Aries. In your distant future, there is some kind of pain. There's some kind of agony. There's something where either someone is talking behind your back, backstabs you, and or you are in this mindset of being very upset. Someone is walking away from a certain situation. I'm not really sure what who's walking away or what this has to do with, but there's someone walking away that's leaving you in agony, or you are upset over them walking away or leaving a certain situation. There's some kind of offer here, though. So I'm not sure if maybe you are going to therapy. I could see this being a therapist as well, where you need to move forward to go on to therapy. Maybe you are very down in the dumps. There's depression involved, and so there could be a seeking of therapy, some kind of offer to be more balanced, because this is what you don't see coming. So Spirit is also trying to tell me that this could be you seeking a doctor for some kind of emotional detachment or sadness or depression that you are dealing with, Aries. And we're going to clarify all of this right now. Let's focus on Aries. Yeah, and these two cards just keep on coming out. So as I'm shuffling, those two cards are coming. So there is some kind of, so Spirit is trying to tell you that there's some kind of seeking that needs to be done over some kind of depression or agony that you are feeling. Let's clarify. Let's clarify for Aries. Let's clarify the challenge. Clarify the challenge for Aries. There's a lot of anxiety here. You're not sleeping. You have the High Priestess. You have the Chariot. One more, Spirit. Let's clarify the challenge. And the Nine of Swords comes up again. You need to go forth on this anxiety that you have. You need to go forth on all these feelings that you have, okay? If you are seeking something, this is telling me with the Chariot and the High Priestess, you know that you have this anxiety. You know that you have this depression. You know that you're having a hard time sleeping, okay? The High Priestess is knowing, internally knowing. You spiritually already know. You emotionally know this issue. And the Chariot's telling me that this needs to go forth on. You need to go forth on this Nine of Swords. You have the Nine of Swords that's clarified, okay? You have it twice. This needs to be worked on. You need to go forth. You need to let Jesus take the wheel, and you internally know that you need emotional help right now. And I do want to let you know, Aries, that you need to go forth on that. That is why that's your challenge. That's why you're having a hard time with anxiety and all of these things. Something needs to come forth. Something needs to be told. Or maybe you're holding anxiety for some kind of certain situation that happened. Maybe you need to seek for emotional support when it comes to maybe a therapist or something. But there's something that you internally know that brings this anxiety and this like wanting to get out of your skin, and you totally know, and you notice it, you're the one living in it, and something needs to go forth, okay? Jesus needs to take the wheel, or whatever you want to say, and something needs to come out. When it comes to what you don't see coming, there's balance that's finally coming into your life over this situation. Whatever is going on, there's balance. There's the temperance and the justice that, you finally know who you need to give your attention to and who doesn't deserve it. So let's clarify what you don't see coming. What does Aries not see coming. The Tower moment. Something needs to end here. You can't continue to be in this life where you are feeling like you're climbing all the time. You're climbing a mountain. There's a lot of frustrations that come with this. King of Wands. Okay, something really does need to end here. And you are really thinking about ending something, but you're not really sure. There is some kind of argument that could be happening or a disagreement, so I do want to bring that to your attention. The Seven of Wands does show up because it does give me the sense of you are going to be doing some kind of work. It could be internal work, emotional work, physical work, whatever it may be. But I do want to let you know the reason why you are finally having balance in your life is because you finally end a cycle that no longer serves you anymore. You end it. You end it and rebuild your life back up better than it was before. It's going to take a lot of work and you're going to put in that work. But I do want to let you know that there might be some disagreements over the situation and or arguments. That's going to happen for you to get to this balance and this breath of fresh air. Let's clarify the present moment. There's this nurturing relationship going on, but something's being ignored. You have the Knight of Wands. There's an action that needs to be taken over this. You have the Judgment. It's going to make this relationship better. This relationship, this partnership, it's going to make it better. And you have the Queen of Swords. Yeah. Something needs to be severed. There's something that's being ignored. There needs to be something needs to be severed for this situation to get better, for this situation to revive itself. You have the Knight of Wands. This action needs to be taken. There could be a very good nurturing relationship going on in your life right now, Aries, with a partnership, a relationship, or a lover, or whatever it may be. But there is something that's being ignored, and it needs to be... It needs to come forth, and it needs to be severed. It needs to be told and then moved on, because there is the sense of reviving this relationship or this partnership better than it was before. Be the Empress. Have compassion. This relationship has compassion. It has care. It has love. But something is being ignored, and it needs to come forth. It could be Spirit's kind of telling me this is also could be a secret. Let's see if these cards will pop out again. I didn't really fully shuffle them. Let's clarify the distant future. Let's clarify the distant future. What is this depression, this anxiety? The Justice card comes out again with a star. There is going to be a good ebb and flow going on, okay? You might need to... The Temperance. Can I say any more about it? There's like three major arcana cards that all kind of mesh together, and they all mean something, but they all have this sense of balance and ebb and flow and yin and yang and take action, but make sure you think, and this is what came up. All three of those cards from the major arcana came up as your distant future. There is that depression. There is something that needs to be going forth on, or you need to leave something behind because something needs to be offered for something better. But I do want to let you know that whatever you are moving on with, or if this is you seeking help or getting out of this depression, or if this is you seeking and trying to find something better, or if you're being offered something, you are going to be going forth on that. But you have the Justice, the Star, and the Temperance. It's because you finally know that you can't give everyone your all, that you can't juggle 5 million things at once, or or overschedule yourself, okay? You have the Star here. There's a good ebb and flow. You have the Temperance. You are brewing better balance. You are finding ways to give yourself a better balanced life. That is amazing. That's insane that those 3 cards came out. Spirit's kind of telling me, definitely try and look at these cards and read up on them a little bit more too, okay? So I'm going to show you, Aries. You have the Justice card. You have the Star. And you have the Temperance. Spirit kind of wants you to do some research over that, okay? You have 11. You have 11, you have 17, and you have 14. Those are some numbers that you should probably look into as well or do research on. 11, 17, and 14. I also have an oracle deck we're going to pull out. This is called the Rainbow Brain Skull. This is a new oracle deck into my practice, Aries. So I am not really familiar with a lot of the cards, but I do have the guidebook here. So when so Spirit's going to pull some cards out for us, and I'm going to show you what the card looks like and read from the guidebook. Take this as it resonates, because this is going to be an oracle deck that's going to pull out your subconscious, something that you really need to listen to and focus on. What does Aries need to know? What does Aries need to be told? You have 3 things. And this is interesting. You could also be dealing with a Sagittarius, because Sagittarius also got a very similar card. So first, you have 12. This says create right now, not just during soft, good times. So this says, being too comfortable is a recipe for terrible art. If you keep waiting for things to get better, you may find that time never comes. Your job is not to wait for the world to get more magical, it's to make it more magical. This might be having to deal with this depression or this anxiety. Interesting. I mean, take it as it resonates, Aries. You also have imagination and reality are scheduled to be inverted. And this says, soon you will be able to walk into the realm you dreamed up in your head. Think of what your computer and smartphone can already do. The world is not just stranger than we suppose. It's stranger than we can suppose. And then you also have number 17, which fits with the Star. That's interesting. You have 11, 12, 17, 17. I would look up these numbers. The next card says, I used to live in fear, so now I know the area well. Yep, hasn't changed much. So this says, the objective of fear is to claim more of itself. It will always be this way. Focusing on your worries will only multiply them. Instead of trying to escape or fight anxiety, accepting it can allow you to focus on real solutions. There's a balance that's coming into your life, Aries. You could be dealing with a Sagittarius. I keep on getting Sagittarius. Or you could just be dealing with a Sagittarius in some other way. But or you have Sagittarius in your chart. But I do want to let you know that there is this balance that's going to come into your life. It's showing in the distant future, and it's showing in what you don't see coming. And those are usually connected together. What does Aries need to know at this time? Protection. You need to make sure that you protect yourself. You need to make sure that you protect yourself in your anxiety. Try and get a hold of that. Lock it in place. Protection. When this comes up, protection, you need to make sure that you protect your feelings from things that affect you. You need to make sure that you protect yourself in things that you don't like. If you don't like it, don't do it. And other things like that, Aries. So definitely keep that in mind as well. This card is also black. So maybe you're wearing a lot of black. Maybe you are feeling black lately. Okay, so definitely focus on that as well. And Aries, this is what I have for you. Thank you so much for watching. Please make sure that you like, follow, and subscribe to my channel to stay updated on later videos, and we'll see you on the next one.